Well, welcome, folks. Nice to see you all. I thought I'd start by reading a little guided inquiry here from my last book. This is called The Borderless Field of Being. Our tendency is to perceive ourselves as separate subjects navigating a world of objects. We believe that these bounded creatures we see ourselves as are somehow cut off and effectively separate from the rest of existence. But maybe it only appears that way. Let's explore our own existence and see if we can find a clear point where what we think of as ourselves end and the world outside of us, so-called, begins. Notice that you're here, that you're alive. Just feel that, the presence of your own existence. Just feel the fact, the undeniable presence of you. A simple feeling of being. Notice that no effort is required for this to be so. No strategies, no techniques, no manipulations are needed to create the sense of aliveness that's here. It's naturally present, existence streaming forth spontaneously, generating and sustaining itself moment by moment. As you feel the presence of this field of being, let yourself venture out to the farthest edges of it. Can you find anything there, any point where the field of being comes to an end? Can you locate a line separating the field from anything else? Or is there just an edgeless continuum of being without border or boundary? Notice that no matter what might be occurring within this boundaryless field, being remains as it is, unalterably alive and present. Feel the constancy of this being, the way in which the field is not circumstance dependent. 1,000 different thoughts, feelings, sensations can appear and disappear, and all the while, the field of being remains. Being continues to be. Existence continues to exist. No matter the shape or form this existence may be taking. Feel the ease, the fullness, the rich lusciousness of being. While we may imagine ourselves to be these isolated creatures, vulnerable subjects in a world of objects and circumstances, see that experientially this is not the case. Feel the way in which the field of being, the field of experience itself, is actually seamless. The field of being is an indivisible, all-inclusive expanse, an edgeless space of invulnerability that nothing can harm, for there is nothing apart from it. Here you are, sitting here, and yet there is no finality to you, no point where beingness ceases to be, no place where the edge of you comes to an end. Just to feel this, reveling in the vast, luscious infinity that you are. We could say that in a sense, everything has two aspects to it. Every moment has two aspects to it. Every phenomena that arises, everything that appears, has its seeming flavor, its seeming quality, qualities, descriptions, ways that it appears to be. Oh, it looks this way, or it feels this way, or it sounds this way. Sort of what it's like, or what it seems to be like. And then that same phenomena that seems to be this way or that way has this other aspect, which is its, you could say, its most primal aspect, which is simply that it is, simply that it exists. So just as we sit here and experience the full field of experience, which is just this kaleidoscope of countless phenomena, seeming phenomena, things that we call thoughts, feelings, sensations, memories, images, the full field of being, no matter what might be happening, how you might be describing that, what you might think of as a part of the field of being, an aspect of the field of being, a dimension or domain in the field of being. Just feel the sheer existence of it, the presence of everything, the beingness of everything. So there could be a swirling array of thoughts present, being described in any number of ways, maybe positive, negative, whatever, clear, confusing, and they simply are. They simply exist. The sheer actuality, the sheer presence of everything, whether you call it a thought, a feeling, a sensation, a memory, an image. There really is this field of whatever this is, let's call it experience, that's here, this presence, showing up as all this stuff. And all of it is just pure being. All of it is just pure presence, the presence of what is. That is a wholeness, that is um, there really are no parts. It shows up as all these seeming parts. And consciousness makes these sort of divisions, the parts that are seemingly separate from the other parts. But it shows up as a whole. This is a whole seamless field of presence. Nothing, as they say in Buddhism, nothing has any independent existence apart from the field. The field of existence, the field of life, whatever is giving rise to this, whatever is the foundation of this, whatever all of this is an outgrowth of, you could say, arising out of. Everything that's appearing is none other than that which is arising out of this sheer presence. All of it alive, all of it unthinkably vital and dynamic. And nothing is apart from that. You can't even find some place where you're standing apart from it, observing it. What you think of as yourself, just as whatever you think of as the objects that the self is perceiving, all of it is this sheer beingness, this sheer existence, this sheer aliveness. So where are there any parts? Where is there any separation? There's just this field of being. Again, shows up as seeming parts, but it's just a wholeness, just a seamless continuum. Nothing actually separate from anything else. Much as the ocean is giving rise to all of these distinctive, we could say distinctive waves, seemingly separate from the other waves of the ocean. Oh, there's this wave over here and there's that wave over there, and they have a different shape and form and speed at which they're traveling, and on and on and on. And yet they're all arising out of this sea of, the sea of life. And this is all the arising of life. But there's just a singular, we could say, absolute reality that is the basis of everything, the basis of every moment, the basis of every instant. And somehow, how is it miraculously appearing, seemingly out of thin air? How does this moment, what is the basis of this moment? What is this moment arising out of? We can't really track any beginning to this moment because the moment's just here. So there's really no, experientially at least, there's no build up to this moment. This moment is just here. Anything resembling like a cause that we would describe as the past, some past that caused this present moment to be here, cannot be found experientially. What can be found is this instant. Another way to sort of demonstrate this, the undivided nature of this, the seamless nature of this, is to just feel um, this sense of this presence, this beingness as being here, what we might describe as here. It's here, right? So just feel the here-ness of, of this. And then we imagine just conventionally that there's a here, we're here, the body's here, the self is here, and then there's all this stuff that's over there that's somehow not here, that's separate because it's over there. It's distinct from here. And yet, if you look out even visually at what you're calling over there that's not here, where are you experiencing the over there? If you see me like through the screen as over there and you're over there, or you would say here, it's like, where are you experiencing the image of the person speaking right now? You're experiencing it here, for you, here. And so no matter where you go out there, you only ever find here. There's just here. There is no there. So where are their parts? Where is there almost the most fundamental distinction we make in terms of conventional ways we imagine reality is, as a here and a there, a perceiver and a perceived. But no such thing is found in our experience. We just find this, we just find here. We don't find a perceiver and something perceived separate from the perceiver, not in experience. Let's just look and see. The perceiver, presumed perceiver is here, and the perceived is here. Everything is here. Just this flow of perceiving, flow of experiencing. No subjects and objects, just seamlessness. So the whole notion of kind of being someone in search of the vastness or divinity or God or absolute reality is, of course, that's what you are. You are the absolute reality. Because there's just the absolute reality. There's just the totality of existence. You and I, what we think of as you and I, are none other than the totality. So this is what we are. Because there's nothing but that. And our experience demonstrates this to us because we don't find anything but experience. No matter how that might be described as a self or as another, as a moment of contraction or a moment of openness, there's actually just experience in all the different seeming shapes and forms that can take. You go so-called inside yourself, you find experience. You go so-called outside of yourself, and you end up with the same thing, which is experience.